Wow.
Hi.
Look at that. Is this the right size?
It should be. It's definitely too high. It needs to be to the left a little bit.
Oh my goodness. Just watching, giving feedback. I appreciate that.
I'm so good at giving directions. It's like my jam. There we go. Now we're talking. It's crooked. Oh, there we go.
Your feedback.
Right.
So on point at just the right moments.
It's okay if it's not. I mean,
That's
I guess
feedback.
the tire rotates, right?
That's feedback I like to hear. It's okay if it's not perfect.
Yeah.
I'm hot. That was a lot of work, all 5 seconds. Okay, so we're on our way to Breckenridge, Texas to go pick up some gasoline. I got in really late last night and we only had about 75 more miles before our gas tank was on empty. And so I still got to go about 10 more miles, but I got that warning that everyone hates to get.
We're walking to the playground.
Yep,
Check it out.
Looks like. If you could only bring 3 things to the camper, what would it be?
If I could only bring 3 things to the camper,
Yeah.
I would bring my phone. Does food count as one thing, or does it have to be a specific food?
Yeah, it's just food. Probably just food.
If I could only bring a specific food, I would bring popcorn and my bathing suit.
Yeah, same thing. I would bring my bathing suit, my little moon.
Oh, okay. So, your bathing suit, Lolo, and your iPad.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I like it.
So I'm still driving to go get some gas, and one of the things that I appreciate the most about being out here in West Texas is that I think I've passed probably 5 trucks. Every truck driver has given me the Texas hand wave. You know, the steering wheel hand wave where it's like, hey, it's just an acknowledgement that they're on the road, and I appreciate that.
Should we swing?
Sure.
See, we're at a gas station now. Finally getting some gas this morning. I think Possum Kingdom is probably best known if you're in the Texas area for Hell's Gate. So Hell's Gate is this really big rock formation that basically it was one single piece. It's almost like a cliff, but the water has now cut right through it and it's created really 2 really large cliffs. And Red Bull, I believe it's Red Bull, every year puts on an international diving contest. So here we are at the great Possum Kingdom State Park.
I haven't seen any possums yet.
Yeah,
So,
a little disappointing.
Kingdom? I don't know about that.
It's actually kind of nice.
It's really nice because we have this amazing lake breeze to go with our Lakeview.
10 feet away from the lake.
Yeah,
And shockingly, the name of the campground is not the Lakeview.
it's not. Spanish Oaks is the name
Spanish
of this campground.
Oaks. The old Spanish Oaks.
We have
And yet,
water and electric.
do you think they call it Spanish Oaks because these little trees around here are like
Our Spanish Oaks.
are Spanish Oaks?
I have no idea.
Because
That's great.
there are a lot of
You
these
mean
little oak
those
trees.
little trees that big snake that we saw last night climbed up in?
Sure. So, fun fact. Tell us the story.
Oh gosh. Okay, so
Can you
we
remember?
got here at like 10 o'clock last night, and because that's what we do. And we backed the camper up into our site. I'm back by the electrical box, which is towards the back of the pad, and David's still in the truck. And then he gets out and like checks everything out, comes towards me, and then we both go back towards the truck. And we're getting ready to like unhook the truck, and I turn around and I notice something coming from that's on our pad that's going across and going into the grass, and it was a big snake.
How big of a snake was it?
Really?
Yeah, how long was it?
I don't know.
What do you think?
I don't know, like 4 feet
Yeah, I would have said 3 to 4 feet.
at least. I mean, it was big. We have a tree that's right next to our site, and it literally climbed up the tree.
So,
Yeah.
The point of the story is there's a tree that's behind our campsite that we are avoiding like the plague.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of afraid this big black snake will fall out and fall on our heads.
Yes. Snakes, no thank you.
That's fine.
Me and Indiana Jones don't like snakes.
Harrison Ford.
No, it was Indiana Jones.
Same person.
Yeah, but he may actually like snakes, Harrison Ford. You don't know that.
True. I don't know that.
He just had, maybe he just had to pretend that he hated snakes in that movie, but really, at like in the middle of the takes, he was just like swimming, and I'm like, I love snakes.
I'm sorry, Harrison Ford, if you're watching this. I'm sorry.
He's not. He's flying his helicopter or something.
You got a helicopter?
Yeah.
Why do you know so much about Harrison
Wake
Ford?
up.
This is weird.
So what's the plan for today? What else are we doing?
So I think the plan today is to go on a hike. There's a hike around the lake, not around the lake, but kind of a loop that also borders the lake a little bit.
And there's an overlook.
Maybe eat some dinner.
Okay.
Play some cards, family game night. There's a sign up the road that swears that it has the biggest, the largest wheelbarrow. And not in Texas, just in the world maybe.
We'll see.
So when I passed it, I thought, I'll be the judge of that.
I'm into it.
If you know where there's an official largest wheelbarrow in the world, let us know.
Yeah.
Because this guy might be lying.
And then we're going to try to go by and see the CCC camp that they have here. So this state park was the very last state park in Texas that they did back in the 1940s. So we're going to go see that and see a little history.
Go check that out.
Yeah.
Is it a primitive campground that they built, or just?
I have no idea. It just said CCC camp.
There's also a store. Wouldn't mind hitting up that store. Oh, just kidding.
Broken.
That's broke. It's one of the camp nice things.
I guess we need a new chair. Keegan, what are you the most excited about doing today? The hike, swimming, the wheelbarrow, or the largest wheelbarrow in the world, or the CCC camp?
What's a CCC camp?
It's the people that built this park.
Probably that's swimming.
Swimming? Shocker.
We now just came back from the store.
How was that store?
It was
What'd you say about it?
I said it was a really nice store. They had pretty much had everything.
Such as?
I mean, if you would need, like, they had milk,
They had
eggs,
us. They had us.
they had accessories, they had things that you could buy your children, which of course we did.
What did you get?
I got a little possum.
Oh,
Little cute possum. No, 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 no.
They have ice and firewood, and they even have gas.
How much was the gas?
The gas was $2.79.
Too much. Hey, there's a basketball going?
You know, we got a basketball. There's a basketball goal coming up.
Basketball court and swings.
You know, when you're driving around and you just randomly spot that deer, and it's like, hey, what's up?
Or maybe that deer spotted us.
Maybe. It looks hot. It's hot out here. There's the world's largest wheelbarrow. So's the claim.
Question mark.
That's the real question mark. Is that the world's largest wheelbarrow? Don't get me wrong. That looks like a big wheelbarrow. World's largest? Debatable. We're going on our little hike around the lake. Lake loop?
It's not around the lake.
Oh.
Just a little bit of, if it went around the lake, gosh, it'd be like so long. Because this is the largest lake.
This looks like the start of the trail, y'all.
Yep.
Right here where it says hiking trail. I'm just
What
putting
gave it away?
pretty wide trail. Kind of rocky.
Yeah.
A lot of grass.
You know, there is a lot of grass.
Well, it seems, I know we just started, but it seems like this trail is maintained well.
It does look maintained. We've been on a couple that haven't been maintained.
Yep.
I see a sign that says scenic overlook. Of course the scenic overlook is up that hill. Woo!
My legs.
Leg day, everybody.
Yeah. Leg day.
It's kind of windy up here.
Feels great, huh?
It does feel good. Wow.
Getting a little slim.
What happened?
Nothing.
Oh. That's the problem. Nothing happened.
What are these things? Think someone made this?
Yeah, I think so. And they're on a rock.
There's one over there too.
Over there.
A couple of them.
Nice little hike coming out of there. Nice little view of the water here. Hey, you want to come see this?
Yeah, I do.
Cool. Hey, you.
Hey. Whoa, blinded by the light.
I mean, this is nice and all, but
I
man.
love this view, but I can't even see. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of this side of the trail.
Whew. Everybody okay?
Yeah, I just wish I would have put on that bug spray. That thing I said about them maintaining this trail well, I take it back.
Yeah. You got us again, Texas State Parks. You got us again.
What I thought was the trail was actually, I think, a road, I guess.
Yeah.
And this is the actual trail, which is so overgrown.
Maybe things will clear up here in a second.
I hope so.
It's looking less overgrown. There are worse things than hiking right beside water. Yep, so we just stumbled upon this little rattlesnake.
It's a rattlesnake?
Yes.
Rattlesnakes?
Do what?
I didn't even know that was a thing here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Leaving?
Woo! I just need a second to catch my breath. We good? You okay?
Yes.
Rattlesnakes.
It's right there.
So what are we
I
doing
just
today?
wanted to look at the pier. Check
The-
it out.
The Pier 1? That one pier?
There's the tree. The snake tree.
Death tree. I wonder if he's still up in there.
What would you say are like 3 good things about this place? And 3 maybe
Less good things?
less good things?
Top 3, bottom 3?
Yeah.
Well, there is the lake. That's probably the number
Is
one
that a
thing.
top? Okay.
The number one thing that you need to get a nice little breeze.
Okay.
Summer breeze. So number 1, the sights are pretty nice, largely.
Okay.
Not a lot of shade, but
They're kind of narrow.
kind of narrow. So bottom 3. Just being real. And no full hookups. Bottom 3. We've seen 2 snakes.
Yeah.
So that's
Snake
bottom 3.
City. I think for sure the proximity of our site to the water
That was pretty nice.
definitely a good thing. That was really, really nice.
You could literally walk out the camper
Yeah,
and go camp and go
definitely.
to the water.
Yeah.
Which we did.
The CCC site was disappointing. I'm
Bottom.
not sure what I expected like when we got there, but it was just a sign, a historical marker sign. I guess I was expecting there to be like something more than just a sign.
Sure.
The snakes were definitely
Bottom 3.
snakes. I even thought the trail could have used some
At some point,
love.
the trail did get pretty narrow and it kind of got sketchy.
I did think the overlook was like a good thing. The overlook, like the view is really nice.
Oh yeah. No snakes, no snakes, no snakes. Okay. Here we are on the pier, I guess, or
Pretty.
A pier?
Yeah.
so is the pier in the top 3?
I don't think so.
That's fine.
I mean, there is, you know, you kind of get a view.
It's a nice view. That was a top-notch tour. We probably come across as very sarcastic. Did you ever think about that?
Yeah.
When we're just like, wow, wow. Don't get me wrong. That's one of the reasons I married you, girl.
Really?
No.
Oh, you were being sarcastic.
Oh, gotcha. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe,
And hit that notification bell.
and hit that notification bell question mark. Ask it like a question. Maybe?
I don't know. I don't even know if we have a
Notification bell?
notification bell.
I think we do, but I don't know if anybody's actually hit it.
Yeah,